How's it going? Fan-bloody-tastic. Okay, so that was Lake of Fire by Nirvana. Now obviously this song is from the Unplugged in New York album, and before you mention it, yes, I do realise that this song was originally written and recorded by the Meat Puppets from their 1984 album Meat Puppets 2. Okay, now I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm not overly familiar with the Meat Puppets. I've heard bits and bobs here and there, but not an awful lot. So I listened to the original version of Lake of Fire, and it is cool, but I do prefer this version. I think in an unplugged setting it really kind of like, it just sounds really good, especially with Kurt singing it as well. Yeah. During this performance, Kurt had Chris Kirkwood and Kurt Kirkwood come onto the stage and play bass and guitar. So he was just sat there with no instrument, just singing. And I think Dave was on the drums, obviously, and then Chris Novoselic was playing an acoustic guitar as well. So it kind of sounds like two guitars, because it is. And what I tried to do with this cover is try to sort of emulate both of those guitars together. I doubt if I did it very well, to be honest. This song is deceptively simple in a way, because it's extremely basic, and the chords and everything, it's quite sort of like staccato, I suppose you could say. It's like, you know, very much like strum mute kind of thing. At least that's what it sounded like to me anyway. So I did my best to like try and emulate that. But with regards to the chorus, I think Kurt Kirkwood was just playing the chords like sort of slowly and open, whereas I think Chris might have been sort of picking through them slightly. So I tried to sort of do the best of both worlds and kind of do the same thing, like both things at the same time, if that makes sense. Again, I doubt I did it very well, to be honest, because I do love this song, but I'd never really learned how to play it before. I did learn to play it years ago, like really badly, but it's only just recently that I tried to sort of learn to play it properly. And yeah, I don't know how well I did, to be honest, because I haven't got round to editing this yet, but yeah, hopefully it's okay. So the best part of the song for me, apart from Kurt's singing of course, is the guitar solo at the end, which kind of like, you know, leads the song off to its conclusion. It's a really fun solo to play. Again, I'm not sure if I played it 100%, but I did my absolute best, and I had a lot of fun learning how to play this as well, because it's exactly the sort of thing that I love to learn how to play, because it's like based around the blues scale, which is kind of like the pentatonic, but with some extra notes chucked in there. So it's basically position 1 of the pentatonic scale with the blues notes, and then it slides up to position 2, but only kind of like a couple of times briefly. It's mainly based around position 1. And yeah, that's right up my alley, to be honest. I love that kind of playing. So yeah, I mean, it's not really particularly difficult, but there are a couple of tricky bits to it. But yeah, I mean, it's just be patient with it and just sort of like do it again and again, I guess. Yeah, I remember back in the day, before I actually ever saw the performance on MTV, I obviously had the album, but when I did finally see the live performance of Lake of Fire especially, I remember being disappointed that Kurt wasn't actually playing the guitar. I realised that, you know, I knew that the Meat Puppets were on stage with them, but I thought Kurt was playing guitar as well, but as it turns out it wasn't. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed about that, because the guitar solo is really nice and I thought it was really out of character for Kurt to play like that, and it turns out it's because he wasn't playing. So yeah, I mean, it totally makes sense at the end of the day, because, you know, it's not really Kurt Cobain's style, I guess, to play like, you know, a melodic blues-based kind of riff, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you know, it totally makes sense at the end of the day. I think it's actually really cool that Kurt actually brought the Kirkwood brothers on stage with him while he was performing their songs. It's a really cool thing to do, and Kurt was pretty well known for doing that kind of thing, you know, using his fame to try and promote bands that probably wouldn't get the recognition without, you know, someone who was in the public eye, like with the spotlight on them, kind of like promoting them. Really cool thing to do, it's something I respect quite a lot. He was pretty famous for like talking about other bands while he was supposed to be talking about Nirvana. That was kind of like his go-to. I think there was quite a few interviews in their early days where he would spend half the time talking about the Melvins. Obviously a band that influenced Kurt quite a lot. He used to be a roadie for them as well back in the day, I think. Yeah, just a really cool thing to do, you know, kind of like use your position in the public eye to try and promote other people. Really cool. The song did also feature on a later Meat Puppets album called Too High to Die. It was a hidden track on that album, but to be honest, I can't really tell you if it's the original version or if it's like a later recorded version. That just goes to show my lack of knowledge about the Meat Puppets, I guess. Other than that, there's not really much else for me to say, really. I don't know if I played this particularly well, to be honest, because like I said, I haven't got round to editing or anything yet, so it could be a complete disaster, and I might not even upload it, so we'll see at the end of the day. Again, this is a song that was recorded in the past, so you know, I did want to kind of get it done for you. I'm not really particularly confident about this one because I kind of rushed it a little bit, and you know, I do apologise for that. But hopefully it will at least give you some pointers on how to play the song, and all I can say is I did my best. So, you know, I've been getting a few kind of like harsh comments recently on previous videos, at least. I think it's mainly the Come As You Are video I did and Love Buzz. You know, if the videos offend you that much that you feel you have to sit there and type out something that comes across as quite bitter, then I guess that's your business at the end of the day. But all I can say is I'm doing my best to try and help people and to try and like improve my own playing as well, I suppose. So yeah, I mean, I've got nothing but good intentions, do you know what I mean? There's no need to sort of be personal about things. But other than that, sweep all that negativity to the side. Most of the comments that I get are great, do you know what I mean? You know, makes me feel good about myself, makes me feel like I'm doing something positive. Obviously everything I do is for free, so you know, it's just something that I enjoy doing. It's a fun little hobby for me, especially in these times where I'm kind of like stuck in the house all the time, you know, in the spring/summer of 2020. So, you know, I'm just enjoying myself, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. If you have, please feel free to hit like and subscribe and all those awesome things that you guys always do. And thank you for coming and hanging out for, you know, however long you watch the video for. You know, it's definitely the highlight of my week, sort of uploading these videos and seeing how much people enjoy them. I don't do it for praise or anything. I literally just try to sort of be a positive energy out there in energy. I sound like a hippie. I just try to have a positive impact out there and just do something that helps people. So yeah, other than that, what else is there to say? Have fun learning the song. Hopefully it's good enough, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Peace. That weird noise I always do. I don't know why I do that. It's so bizarre and strange. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Bye.